Hello and welcome to another video. Today we're going to go over funnels. Funnels. Okay, before we start looking at funnels, what is a funnel, right? So a funnel is this really unique process. We can call it also a pipeline, whereby which we move people from prospecting, okay, through a process to purchasing. And it looks something similar to this, okay? This is why it's called a funnel, because it looks like a literal funnel. And this funnel usually has different steps, okay? And you'll pretty much, in a nutshell, you will bring awareness to the marketplace and you'll kind of shove people down the top of the funnel. And then with the whole goal of getting them down this entire thing through all your different processes until you get, okay, to cash collected, let's say, okay, where they purchase and you now make money. So there are different types of funnels. You know, it's a general marketing term, but I'm sure that most people have seen a sales funnel. So sales funnel's got different steps. Let's say you have like a lead, and then you have a prospect, okay, and then maybe you have an opportunity, and then you have a win, right? Okay, so first it's a lead. Maybe there's an interested person. Then they become a prospect. They are interested, right? Now you have an opportunity to present them with something, and if they bite, congratulations, you've won, right? So that is a sales funnel in a nutshell. So before we carry on looking at funnels, what do we need to be able to have a funnel? Funnels are great, but if you've got nothing to offer, then how are you going to put this into use? Okay, so let's look at the basics, right? The first thing you need when you want to have a funnel is you need something you're going to sell, right? Whether that's a skill or a product, it's up to you to decide. But for most people, if you, like, I would say the easiest, lowest barrier to entry here is getting a skill, learning a skill, or taking a skill that you already have and either teaching that or starting to learn a new skill, learn how to do it better, or even taking an existing skill and honing it, right? Like a swordsman, or like a blacksmith who has a sword, right? A katana, and they use a whetstone, and it takes all this time, this grueling effort to kind of sharpen this sword to the point where you can slice a rock in half, right? So you want to spend time taking what you have and making it better, or learning something completely new and then presenting that to the marketplace. So you need a skill, okay, that you need to kind of improve on or start to learn, okay? And once you have that, you need to make people aware, right? So if you already have an existing skill, great for you. If you don't, you're gonna learn a skill, you're gonna hone it, and then you're gonna come here and you're gonna make people aware, okay? So the sales funnel that we're going to look at is going to look a little bit different to the sales funnel that we just looked at. So the first thing is you got to make people aware. Okay, you need to make people aware that you have this skill, and you make them aware by doing a few things. So let me just draw the funnel that we're going to be looking at today. Okay, at the bottom over here, we're going to have money, and we're going to have a few different steps in between. Okay. Okay, first we are going to make people aware. Oh, let's go back here to green, I guess. We're going to make them aware that we have a special skill. It could be anything. It could be fixing a car. It could be sales. It could be hairdressing. It could be makeup. It could be graphic design. It could literally be anything, right? Then our second phase over here would be those people who are interested in what we have to offer. And then finally, we're going to get to a point where we're going to present these people. Okay, and then hopefully at the end, we're gonna close them, right? And we're going to have cash collected. So in the beginning, how do we make people aware? Well, we use let's say the law of compounding. We provide as much value as possible. In the beginning, you cannot optimize this sales process if you don't have, or this funnel, if you don't have money, right? In the beginning, when you're just starting out a new business, you have two things. You have time and money. If you don't have money, you have to spend a lot of time. Sorry about that. I had to pause the video over there because my gardener, he was busy blowing with a leaf blower. So going back to what we were busy saying. Okay, in the beginning, you don't have money. Okay, so you cannot optimize this process for success. So how do you do that then? Well, you're going to spend a lot of time, right? You're going to spend a lot of time and effort because it's the only thing that you do have, right? It's a resource you can use, and it's a resource you can use to grow your business and grow this funnel. So we start at awareness. How do we make people aware? Well, we need to engage with people, okay? Whether that is taking a video and posting it on social media, whether that is going out to a business, making people aware, whether that's knocking on doors, if you've got a product, that you can sell by doing that. Look, you can't go knock on doors and sell books door to door, right? Because it's a great product. It's not important in and of itself, but it does contain a lot of knowledge, and most people read books. But a lot of them do it in the digital sense, right? They've got Kindle, they've got audiobooks. And if you go to your neighbor and you knock on the door and you try and sell him a good product like a book, but it has no product market fit, then it's pretty much going to land you up in bankruptcy, right? So a good product with no product market fit is a shit product. So you need to really consider what you're busy selling over here. But what I'm trying to say is that you're going to go out, you can prospect door to door, you can prospect business to business. Are you selling B2B? Are you selling B2C? Are you selling SaaS? It's really, I would say, three ways that you could go. You could sell a physical product, you can sell a software-based product, or you can sell a skill through a course or through coaching or one-on-ones or masterminds or something like that, right? But you need to make people aware. And you make them aware with a tool called social media, right? This was a game changer and revolutionary. The internet changed the way that we do business forever. So we break into it and we make people aware by posting on social media and by getting the word out. Then by default, we will have a few people now that are aware of our service. And as they become more aware, they kind of consume more and more of our content, right? So in the beginning, you're going to do this in an organic way until you get money, and you can do this in a paid fashion whereby you can introduce ads and kind of speed up the process of awareness, right? In the beginning, you don't have. So you need to spend time, commenting on people's posts. You need to spend time posting yourself, and relevant comments, not these little fire emojis and stuff. No, give as much value as possible. You must give as so much value that you kind of feel uncomfortable giving that value. Like, this should be paid for. That's the point in which you should give till you have then social proof, and then you use that social proof and kind of piggyback off of it, right? So in the beginning, you are giving as much value as possible. When you have an Instagram ad and it's relevant to what you do, you go and you comment, because that person who's boosting that ad is already seeing a lot of other people. If people go look at the comments and your comment is of value and they click on your profile, that's organic growth for you, right? So these people are out there, and pretty much what we're doing is we're taking a big net and we're catching a bunch of people, and we're starting to reel them in. A few fish might get out, okay? A few butterflies might leave the net, but that's not a problem. It's of little interest to us. Then you'll get some people who come into the interested category, right? They like what you say. They want to see a little bit more. So they spend more and more time on your page, more and more time at your business, if it's a building, and they come to see what you have to offer. And the ones that are just generally curious are going to probably leave, okay? And that's what you want, because you just want a few people who fit your customer avatar. So of the interested people, there will be people who are even more interested and want to hear what you personally have to say, right? So they're going to book a call with you, or they're going to send you a message. Okay, and they're going to say, hey, like, you're providing so much value. Is there a way that you can teach me this? Or is there a way that, I can buy this cool thing that you're busy talking about? And to those people, you're going to present. So you're going to say, hey, look, I've got the solution. here's how we're going to get you from point A to point B. Here's how we're going to solve your problem. Here's how we're going to make your life better. Remember, A to B. We're looking at the pain point and we're selling the dream outcome. And hey, we're going to get you from here to here via these processes or these steps or these things. And you're going to be super happy. And, you know, I can help you with X, Y, Z, but I can't help you with these little things. But trust me, if you follow my process, you're going to see results. Okay, that's how you're going to kind of present that. Let me just get rid of this. And then of those who you present to and the ones that buy, so you're going to get people who close. Okay. And the thing is, let's draw some more people over here. This is a percentage-based thing, right? So volume, guys. You need to give as much value, okay, as possible to inflow as much money. Okay, I think Jim Rohn says it best. He says you get paid in direct proportion to the problem you solve in the marketplace. So you want to solve a specific problem as well as possible. You want to give as much value. Yeah, this is value. Okay, and you are outflowing as much value to push the person, creating pressure on the system. Okay, and then closing. Everything over here has a percentage rate that you should be tracking, right? Let's say, for example, you make 100 people. Let's get another color here so we don't get confused. If you present to 100 people, okay, per day, for example, or you're making 100 people aware of your services per day, you might have, of that 100, maybe 30% is not a bad number. You might have 30 that become interested, and of those 30 that are interested, you might only present like 10, and you might only close like, let's say, 2, right? So now you have a ratio. You have a ratio from here to here, and from here to here, and then from here to here again, okay? And we need to identify what we are doing at these steps so that we can optimize the process, right? If we have only got 30 people who are interested, well, how can we bring that up to a 50% interested ratio? We need to look at certain things, right? We need to see, I see my notifications on my screen. We need to see, okay, what we are doing, okay, and why there aren't more people who are interested. Maybe we're not as clear on our offer, right? Maybe if we got more clear on our offer, we would have more interested people. And when we got super clear and we presented the steps maybe in a better way that's more understandable and more realistic, because sometimes, you know, you can have this really good miracle drug that you sell to people, and it's too good to be true, right? People look at that and say, hey, like, it's not realistic. There's too many benefits here. And sometimes playing down the actual benefits of a product actually makes it easier to sell. And then, you know, maybe the people aren't interested because you're not charging enough. And look, hey, you need to charge more, you would make more money. So very nice. And then presenting, like, what can we do to become better closers? Okay, what can we do to become better closers? How do we get rid of the people we don't want to work with, and how do we close the people that we do want to work with? And that's pretty much what we do here, right? We want to kind of optimize the funnel as much as possible. Guys, remember, in the beginning, you only have 2 things. You have time and you have money. You need to give as much value as possible, so you outflow value so that you can inflow money. So outflow value, equals inflow of money. Okay, and the more money you want to inflow, the more value you have to outflow. So always remember, you have to give to get. You have to constantly be emptying yourself. If you have a glass of water and it's like filled to the brim over here, the only way you can get more water in the top of the glass is by emptying out the glass, right? Sometimes you have to give to get, and that which is constantly in a state that's getting emptied is beautiful, right? If you're in a position where you can constantly empty yourself and give to people, it becomes a beautiful thing. It becomes a thing, like, it becomes a gift to yourself, you know? So you have to give yourself the gift of giving, if that makes sense. I hope this makes a lot of sense for you. As you can see, remember, all we're doing with the funnel is we're moving someone from prospecting over here and down all the way over here to purchasing. If you do this in a correct way, you'll be able to definitely see a few extra zeros at the end of your bank balance every single month. And on that note, guys, I will see you in another video. Till then, have a good time. Bye-bye.